This is your evening news update, brought to you by Creatum Pictures. And now, your anchorman and the #1 news source. It's also brought to you by your only news source, Rick Loader. Hello, America, and good evening. Tonight, we broadcast from a very special spot, and it's known as my home. So for all the viewers out there that are wondering why we're broadcasting out of my own home, it's because they could not afford a sofa as comfy as this. So, I'm Rick Loader saying, if you plan to tell the paparazzi and every other man out there that you're planning to film at your own home, you better make sure you have enough food cooked. Is the meatloaf still cooking, honey? Okay, good. Oh, I'm Rick Loader, and here is your evening news updates. Our first story tonight is about the paparazzi in our country. Have they gone too far, or how far is too far? We're standing by here with Jeff Cokerspence, and he has more on the story. Jeff? Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah. Yes, I realize that I'm about to be live, but I just have one question. Are these clothes supposed to be this big? I mean, come on, do you guys, go buy from the mail XL, 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 XL? Oh yeah, we go that far? We're live.
Hi. Good evening, America. I'm Jeff Cokerspence, and I'm here live bringing you a story about the paparazzi. And to answer your question, yes, the paparazzis have no backbone. In fact, to tell you the truth, Rick, they're like suicide bombers. They do what they're told, and if they have to follow the celebrities to their graves, they'll do it for the pictures. Okay, wow. Is that true, Jeff? Does that really happen? Yes. Rick, as a matter of fact, I'm following up on a story right now with Cammie Spencer. Rumor has it she took pictures at the Michael Jackson funeral, and she asked to be alone with the casket. Next thing you know, you find pics of a dead man in front of 17 magazine. Did she go too far? I think so. I really think so. This is Jeff Cokerspence saying, if you plan to do a funeral for a celebrity, you better only allow the male paparazzi, or you're just plain screwed. Back to you at the studio, Rick. Thank you, Jeff, for that input on the story. We all want to let you know how great of a job you're doing so far. Keep up the good work. And please don't get into any of that stuff, man. We're enjoying you as it is. I'm Rick Loader saying, if you plan to get a job at a news company, you really shouldn't take stories in Hollywood. That's where most of the crap happens. And now I bring you some regular news updates. In other news, the Dow is up by 13%, and NASDAQ is thinking of getting their own theme song to elaborate their problems. And here is a first look, exclusively from yours truly. After attending a seminar this past weekend, I found out from many scientists having concluded a new theory of when the world is going to end. They say it's impossible for the world to end in 2012. After all, Marty McFly did see to the year 2015. I'm Rick Loader, and this is your evening news updates. This is just in. We have late breaking news and a new update from Jeff Cokerspence down at the story of the paparazzis. Jeff, can you hear us?
Hi, Rick. I'm here with a former friend of the late paparazzi cameraman who died doing what he loved. No, the cameraman, not the paparazzi story! Now, Mr. Bagzabber, I heard you knew the man who gave his life for a story on the front page. Is this true? Please, call me Fred. And yes, remember I told you, we tight. Thosies. Okay, so what is the last thing you did when you saw him? To tell you the truth, sir, I just saw him. Really? I thought he was dead. How did you see him? At his funeral, of course. Poor guy. He smiled up until the lens died. Wow, that's interesting. So, Fred, how did he express himself to you? Well, sometimes on a regular day, he feel like a smell like this. And on a good day, if you catch him, he might be like this. And on those really irregular days, you know, the ones where the full moon might be out, he'd be like this. Oh, you mean before he died? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, to tell you the truth, Jeff, he was kind of cocky. There you have it. Another paparazzi story that has gone bad. Hi, Mom! Look, I made it on TV! I told you I'd make it! I'm Jeff Cockerspence saying to you, if you love taking pictures so much, why don't you invest in a scrapbook or something? It's a lot cheaper, and you don't have to worry about going to a construction site to get a big story done, and while you're taking a picture, you get hit by a bulldozer in a tow truck at the same time! I'm Jeff Cockerspence saying, that's the story, America, and we're sticking to it. Back to you at the studio, Rick!
Okay. Thank you for that very interesting update and story, Jeff. When we return, we have more news updates as they happen. I'm Rick Loader. Stay tuned. This is your evening news updates. We now return with Rick Loader. Good evening, America, and welcome back. We have late-breaking news from inside your cove of Cucamonga, where the gas prices are rumored to be at 78 cents a gallon. We have our own correspondent, Jesse Gleeman, at the scene. Jesse, can you hear us?
The beaches here at Cucamonga are really great. It is definitely hot this time of year, and oh wow, what I wouldn't give to be that girl's dog right now. Jesse, how is the gas stations doing? They keeping gas up pretty well over there, or is the oil starting to get low? To tell you the truth, all the gas stations closed down. What? Jesse, when did this happen? We just got word and we're just reporting back. So the gas stations are closed? Yes, Rick, they closed about 5 minutes ago. Right about the same time you guys started this newscast and announced that it was 78 cents a gallon. But don't worry, rumor has it Texas just refilled all their oil stocks. So that means the gas prices are going to be about 5 to 10 cents lower than what you guys are paying right there in your local area, Rick. So, I am Jesse Gleeman. Back to you at the studio, Rick. And now, this is the Did You Know moments of your evening news updates. Did you know this? That BP back in the 1980s stood for best prices. And in the 1990s, it was begging people to buy our gas. And if you look at BP's abbreviations now, in the year 2000 to now, it is bipolar gas prices. Did you know that? Well, now you should. This has been one of those crazy updates from your evening news source.